certainly wanted to make a live show that felt like a surreal fever dream, and that also communicated a sense of power. But power, of course, looks different on different people, and different artists and human beings just wield power in different ways. And so I had to think about what power meant for me and what power looked like on me, and there's a lot of symmetry and a lot of intentionality in terms of the light and the shadow, and also just embracing the fact that performance is artifice, and once you make that leap and go, I can be whatever I want to be on stage, then you're just suddenly free to be a superhero or be a freak or be whatever. Like Kim Gordon said one time in an interview, I think she said, people go to see shows to see somebody believe in themselves for an hour and a half, and I think that's true. Yeah, I spent a lot of time thinking about the show, and especially because I think in this day and age you have to go the extra mile to encourage people to even be in the moment, because we have so many modes and methods of being distracted and forgetting about our humanity. So if you might have to shoot off some tasers, but you get to remind people of their humanity for an hour and a half. Well, there's the intrinsic thing, which is just music is really powerful and goes, kind of sneaks around your cerebral mind and goes straight to your heart and to your subconscious. So music in and of itself, I think, is the most powerful tool to connect with people. But then the other part of it that I was thinking about was, the show is somewhat choreographed, and movements carry a lot of meaning subconsciously. If I go like this, that says something. That's weird and a little scary. So there's this whole subconscious layer that you can reach people with that I wanted to really dig into and use this time around. The great thing about playing live is that there's that alchemy of audience and performer, and you suddenly it's like, did you ever see Willy Wonka, where it's like that everlasting gobstopper? You know what I'm talking about? It's the candy that somehow miraculously doesn't lose its flavor, it just changes. And that's kind of what happens when you go out on tour and you play the songs over and over again. I mean, you have a conception, you have a very personal meaning attached to it. But then you can start to see the song through other people's eyes, and it doesn't lose any of the flavor, it just sort of takes on a different meaning altogether, and you can kind of find new ways to connect to it, because you have to stay engaged on the road, and you have to stay engaged in the music side of it, and present in the performance, in order to if I don't believe what I'm saying, how can I convince you that I'm saying anything of value? So you have to find new ways to kind of reconnect. Music just bypasses. This is a mosquito factory. Music just bypasses a lot of the kind of things that we have that keep us apart. All of the minutia. Music can sneak. Yeah, I think I got it. I killed it with the microphone. Is that okay? Yeah. Long story short, music unites us, but also, in songwriting I try to leave, give enough specificity, but then also leave enough room for other people to put themselves into it. So, different songs can mean a million things to different people. Yeah, I think about it a lot. Not so much in terms of like some avaricious desire to be famous, that in and of itself isn't that interesting to me. But in terms of being able in this day and age to have a career and continue to make the kind of work that I want to make on the scale that I want to make, it takes a level of growth. You know, there has to be some sort of baseline fan base or stature or whatever in order to be able to sustain a career for a long time. And I don't have anything else to do, so I have to do this. I'm not dabbling. I'm not going to go do data entry. Like, I don't have, this is it. You know what I mean? This is fucking it. So I've got to make this work.